about this whole idea of this sort of runaway rhetoric? As I said to Senator DeMint, there were some kind of scary pictures that we saw on television, and I know you asked the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Michael Steele, to join with you in signing a joint letter just really calling on people to be more civil in this debate.
Bob, I think we do need to be civil. Look, one of the great things about this country is we can disagree in significant ways about important matters, but we can do it in civil and appropriate ways. And so when I saw the anger level last week, I wrote a letter to Chairman Steele and just said, hey, let's do something good. Let's join together and issue a statement calling on Americans to be civil, but also on our elected officials to model the right behavior. And it was interesting what happened. The RNC considered my request for 4 or 5 hours. They then called the office back to say they wouldn't sign on to the statement, and 1 minute later they released a press statement just blasting the DNC that they sent around. We then did what we were not going to do, which we just disclosed my letter in the statement. And if you read the RNC's press statement and you read the very even-handed thing that I asked them to sign, you'll see that this kind of rhetoric is not only a little bit out of control, but apparently some think it's to their strategic advantage to keep people stoked.
Did you get any behind-the-scenes words from the Republicans about why they didn't want to do this? Or
what happened was they about 5 hours after we gave them the statement, and again the statement is completely even-handed. It doesn't point the fingers at any side. It just says we all ought to tone the rhetoric down. They called the office back and just said, you know, the chairman doesn't want to sign it because he thinks he's already spoken enough about this topic. But literally within a minute, the press statement was out just blasting the DNC, and they're arguing that we're trying to fan the flames. It's not the Democrats who are shouting down the president on the floor of Congress or calling names at members of Congress, you know, like baby killer or you lie. That's not what we're doing. This week you saw the Republicans say we're not going to cooperate with the president between now and the end of the year. The Dems are not saying we're not going to cooperate. We're going to keep reaching out on everything and hopefully find some common ground. But I think the other side has just adopted a strategy of complete obstruction. And, you know, even beyond health care, Bob, I think that's a loser strategy. Americans want results. That's what they want to see out of Washington. They want people to work together.
Let me just ask you about